Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति 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 ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विशदे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्लोक नंबर 43। अरुणेनेव बोधेन पूर्वं सन्तमसे हृते तत आविर्भवेदात्मा तत आविर्भवेदात्मा स्वयमेवांशुमानिव अवच्छिन्न इव अज्ञानादित्येन श्लोकेन सूर्यवत् आवरण नाशे सति स्वयमेव प्रकाश. We saw that we don't need to know the self. We don't need to objectify the self because it is self-effulgent like the sun. What we have to remove is the obstacle which is not allowing us to see the self. So previously we had an example, Meghapai Amshumaniva. We don't see the sun because there is a cloud. The cloud is born because of the sun. The cloud is sustained there because of the sun. We see the cloud because of the light of the sun. The cloud which is born, which is sustained, which is illumined by the sun, is covering the sun. And so, what we have to do? Mega apaya. When the clouds are removed, we don't have to illumine the sun. Sun shines by itself. Similarly, here also what? Agnanadi ityanena Agnanena avrutam gnanam. Look at this. You, the self-effulgent Atma, is covered by Agnanam. It is a Avrana Shakti. There are two Shakti. One is called Avarana Shakti, covering, and Vikshepa Shakti, which is for the creation, manifestation of the world. So, once the ignorance is removed, we already saw, ignorance is removed, like the sun, the self is illuminating. So, this is very nicely explained. But to see that I am all pervasive consciousness, Ananta Chaitanya Swarup. How to see that I am limitless consciousness? So, to have a very firm knowledge that I am limitless consciousness. See, when I say I am, you have to understand you are limitless consciousness. You have to think this way, I am limitless consciousness. And therefore, to keep this in mind, though we are transacting in this body, we need to have very clear vision. In 6th chapter, Bhagavan says, Sarvabhutastham Atmanam Sarvabhutani cha Atmani. Sarvabhutastham Atmanam. Sarvabhuteshu Tishtatiti Sarvabhutastha Atma. The self is in and through everything. All beings are pervaded by the self. Not only that, Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. All beings have their existence in the self. Ikshate Yoga Yukta. The person who has Yoga Yukta, who has a very firm knowledge of the self. Sarvatra Samadarshan. Look at. So this vision, that vision of the clear understanding that whatever here is the one non-dual consciousness. So for this firm knowledge, clear knowledge, now Shankaracharya gives few verses. In that, the first one is Arunena, Arunena, Aruna. Aruna means what? The dawn, the light before the sunrise. When you see, it's called Arunodaya. Before the Suryodaya, before the rise of the sun, there Arunodaya is there. Understand? So, before the manifestation of the sun, there is a dawn, is dawn of the day, what we call in English. It's called in Sanskrit, called Aruna. Therefore, the charioteer of the sun is called Aruna. Before you see the sun, you see the charioteer, Aruna. So, Arunena Eva Bodhena. This knowledge is like Aruna. Purvam San Tamase Khrite. Before even sun rises, the darkness is already being destroyed. Darkness is dispelled by this Aruna. Understand? Yet sun has not risen, understand? But there is a light, there is Aruna. Therefore, two is there, Arunodaya, Suryodaya. And therefore, like the Aruna, this Bodhena, by the knowledge, Purvam, before, Tamase hrute, when this darkness is being removed, dispelled. Tataha avirbhavedatma. Once the covering, the veiling part of the ignorance is gone, avirbhavet atma swayam eva, by itself. Once the ignorance is removed, Atma by itself is illumining. It manifests by itself. How? Anshuman eva, as the sun. Here, for the sun, they have used the word Anshuman. Why? Anshu means the rays. One who has so many rays is called Anshuman. And therefore, similarly, once the darkness is removed by you, Atmana eva Atmani tushta. Nothing else is there. You are there. I am that Ananda. So this wise person is always dwelling in the self, because whatever here is one non-dual consciousness. What is required was to remove the ignorance. As by the Aruna, the darkness is dispelled. Similarly, when the teacher is teaching you, your ignorance is removed. I don't have to tell you, you are Atma, understand. I don't have to tell you, you are self-effulgent. Still, I have to tell you. Why? Because you take yourself as body, mind, sense complex. You are, in Gita, 2nd chapter, Shankaracharya used nice word. Nahi Atmanam kashchit aprasiddham vastu asti. Atma is not unknown at all. Prasiddha, well known, understand. Not unknown, it is well known. Everybody knows I am. I don't have to tell you, you are. You exist, understand. Not only you exist, you are that consciousness. You are and you know, understand. I am and I know. Sat and Chit. Problem is what? Because of the ignorance, lot of superimposition is there. And therefore, once by teaching, this ignorance is removed, like Aruna, like the dawn of the day. You are there. Swayameva avirbhavedatma. See, that is where we have to understand, even in Kathopanishad, the same thing Yamaraja is telling. Nayamatma pravachanena labhya. Look at this statement. Na bahuna shrutena na medhaya. You are not going to gain this Atma. You are not going to know Atma by too many lectures, teaching. Pravachanena. Na shravanena. Shrutena. By listening to the Shastra. Na medhaya. Medha means what? Grantha artha dharana shakti. You remember all the books, all the verses by its meaning. Artha dha, and artha means meaning. With the meaning you remember. That is called medha. So Yamaraja is telling, by teaching so much, by listening to the Shastra, by having a medha, you are not going to gain up. Oh, then Swamini, we should stop classes. Because Yamaraja said, by listening to the Shastra, you are not going to gain Atma. He's not telling. He's telling this is not enough. Understand? You have to listen to the Shastra. You have to teach. The teaching also is a part of learning. You have to remember what is being taught. Meda also is required. Shravanam also is required. Pravachan also is required. But that is not enough. What is important is what? Yame Vaishya Vrunute Tena Labhyah. The one who chooses the Atma. Understand? What we choose, Varam. I came across so many professors. One was a head of department, and she did her PhD in Brahma Sutra. So once I had she came to see me and we had a discussion. But she was a very honest person. So she told very clearly that Swamiji, I did this Brahma Sutra PhD. But my interest is not Brahman, understand? That means he has not chosen the Brahman. Her interest was PhD, understand, the degree. If she has a PhD degree, she can be the head of the department. So what is the interest? What you choose is important. Even if you are studying the Shastra, but if you don't choose Atma, you are not going to gain the knowledge. Yame Vaishya Vrunute. The person who chooses the self. Tena Labhyah. What he has to do? Look at this. You choose, that's it. The rest will take care of. Tasyesha Vivrunute Tanugam Swam. Once you choose the self itself will reveal itself. Because it's you. The biggest contradiction in our life is the seeker himself is a sought. What you are seeking is you. But you choose other than whatever you is. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, Yamaraja says very clear. One who chooses this. And therefore, you are there already. I don't have to make you free. I don't have to make you Brahman. You are that Brahman. But the removal of ignorance is there by teaching, by Shravana. Once the ignorance is removed, see, same thing is there in 5th chapter also. Agnanena avrutam gnanam. Tena muhyanti jantava. Gnanena tu tadagnanam nashitam atmana. The ignorance of the self is being removed by the knowledge of the self. Swayam prakashate hyatma. Adityavat gnanam prakashayati tatparam. Same example. Like the Aditya, like the sun, the self illumines by itself. So, we don't have to make effort to know the self. What efforts we have to make is to remove the tamasa. Tamasa means darkness. Darkness is the ignorance. As the Aruna removes the darkness, same way, bodhena, by the knowledge, this ignorance, the darkness of ignorance is being removed. See, that is what the word guru is. Gukarah, Andakarah, Rukarah, Tannivartakah. Andakara Nivartakatva Guru iti abhidhiyate. The job of Guru is to remove this darkness of the ignorance. Then the Atma is going to illuminate, manifest by itself. And therefore, this removing the ignorance is like a dawn of the day, Aruna. Then, as the sun, we have to make this clear in our mind that you don't have to know the self because you are known to yourself. Only the Swarupa, the nature of the self is not known. And that is what you are, that Brahman, limitless consciousness. And then you dwell upon that. That means what? Once you know that I am that limitless consciousness, in third chapter, Bhagavan says, Yastu atmaratireva sad atmatrupta shamanavaha atmannevata santushtaha. He revels in the self, atmarati. Atmatruptaha. He is satisfied with himself. Trupti. As you eat and there is an appeasement of the hunger is there. Trupti. Truptoham. So that revelation is there. Once you understand, then you can revel. Whatever you do, you continue doing whatever you are doing. Whether you are a household, you are a businessman, you are a chartered accountant, you are a professor, you are a teacher. Whatever you are doing, you can keep doing. Understand? But what you are doing is not important. What you think is important. And therefore, Swayameva Avirbhaved Atma. See, that's why in 5th chapter, Bhagavan says, Utkramantam stitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam. Any condition. The self is living this body, self is in this body, self is enjoying the Vishayas, objects. The self is manifesting in different forms. It doesn't matter. Whether you are a father or son, whether you are a sister or sister-in-law, nothing matters. It is all upadhi. Suppose somebody is insulting you, it's okay. Let them insult you. Tulya ninda stutir mauni, understand? Because whatever they are criticizing, that criticism is what? For upadhi, not for you. Whatever criticism is there is from the standpoint of the upadhi only. Even if the praise is there, the praise also is from the standpoint of upadhi only. Any praise or any criticism is from the standpoint of upadhi. Let them do that. You allow them. Understand? We don't need to be unhappy. That's why, see, Vedanta doesn't say it will remove the shoka, it remove the sorrow. No. There is no reason for you to be sorrowful. Ashocha nanva shochastvam. Understand? Bhagavan says there is nothing there for you to be sorrowful. No reason is there. Ashocha, Arjun, you are grieving for things which doesn't deserve any kind of the grieving from you. There is no grief at all. Ashotyananva shotas. Because you are Ananda Swarupa. You are limitless consciousness. So whatever is there, whether it is a favorable or unfavorable, conducive or non-conducive. It is all from the standpoint of upadhi. It doesn't matter. From the standpoint of upadhi, anything can be there. It is according to your prarabdha. What is your prarabdha? Understand? According to the prarabdha, you will have. Even Gnani is not, cannot run away from the prarabdha. Whatever prarabdha is there of this body is going to be there. But you revel in the self. And therefore, you cannot see what others are, because everybody is a unique person, everybody has a unique prarabdha. There is a nice verse, is there. Krishna Shukastyagi, Krishna Bhogi, Shukastyagi. Look at this. From the standpoint of the prarabdha, the lifestyle is different lifestyle. Krishna Bhogi. Krishna is having enjoyments in his life, living in the golden city Dwarika, having 6,108 queens. Understand this. Krishna Bhogi. He is the enjoyer. Shukastyagi. Shukadeva gives up everything. He doesn't even bother to have a vastram on his body. That is how Shukadeva is. Rama Janaka Nrupaucha. Lord Rama was the king. Janaka was the king. Vashishtadayah Karmarataha, Vashishta, Vishwamitra, Bharadwaj. They were all busy in performing different types of the actions. Yajna Karma. It's a different lifestyle. Gnade tu sarve samanaha. With reference to the knowledge, all of them are same. Lifestyle is different according to the prarabdha. Somebody is the king, somebody has given up everything, somebody is enjoying everything. So we don't need to see. See, that's why I always tell, person who wants to understand the self, person who wants to understand Vedanta, never read biography of anybody. Because what is being described in biography is upadhi, his birth, his actions, his upadhi, his mind. They're all upadhi, understand? They talk about body, mind, sense complex only. We don't need that. What we need is the knowledge. Never read biography. Because the person is in that time, in that lifestyle, in that kind of the situation. We are in different situation. We are having a different kind of the upadhi. We cannot match them. A lot of people try to do that. Even with Swamiji, some people were trying to behave like Swamiji. They were talking like Swamiji. They were walking like Swamiji. All nonsense. By talking like Swamiji, I'm not going to become Gnani. Swayameva, you understand? This is, we have to understand. Swayameva avirbhava. You are there already. You are that non-dual, limitless consciousness. Upadhi is going to be different. Therefore, there is no competition. In Atmagnanam, there is no competition. Because everybody's upadhi is different upadhi. Everybody's demand, according to the upadhi, there will be different types of the requirements are there. You know, in this Gujarat, some Mahatmas, they come from the Himalaya. Well, there is one Baba. Very sadhu, he's a real sadhu, understand? No criticism about him, understand? Real sadhu. Very simple. One cloth, wearing one cloth. He lives in Kedarnath. Before Kedarnath, there is a Garud Chatti. So years before, even winter time, he will be there in Garud Chatti. And summertime, he comes to different places where his devotees are there, his students are there, all over India. So when he was there in the winter, then people started, oh, he is a great Siddha Mahatma. Why? Look at this. In the winter, in the snow, he is living in Garud Chatti. Understand? That's not a great thing. He used to that kind of the environment. Now also so many Mahatmas are there. Even in winter, they live there only. Because their body is used to that kind of things. But the same Mahatma, understand, in the summer, in this 45-degree temperature, you ask them to live here in 45-degree temperature. They can't live here. Because their body is not used to this kind of the heat. Being in winter in the Himalaya doesn't make you Siddha Purusha. That's not the criteria to be a known, knowledgeable person or wise person. Understand? That's why in the beginning only I told you, he's sadhu, understand? No criticism about him personally. But if you look at him from his upadhi standpoint, that's not the way we have to look in. That's why the word swayameva, understand, the word we have to see. The self is illumined by itself. Doesn't need this upadhi. There are different types of upadhi. Pujya Swamiji was Pujya Swamiji. Other Mahatmas are other Mahatmas. That's their upadhi. What is you required is what? Bodhena, by knowledge. You dispel the darkness of ignorance by knowledge. Once the darkness is dispelled, you are there. Just revel in yourself. I am. I already told you. Every day, just have a 10 minutes with yourself. No japam, no learning, nothing. Just sit with yourself. Just revel with yourself. I am. Just see, enjoy yourself. Not having a tea also, understand. No tea, no japam, no friend, nothing, by yourself. Just sit yourself. Oh, Swamiji, it's very difficult. Okay. When you get up, just sit for 5 minutes with yourself. Don't do anything. Just sit. You have to learn to do this, understand. Just sit with yourself. That's why I tell meditation is an appointment with yourself. You give an appointment to yourself. You are that limitless conscious. But we give appointment to everybody. We give appointment to this body, to these indriyas, to mind, to buddhi, to relatives, to the world. Swayama avir, swayamev. See that. All these verses are contemplation, understand. It's not just talking. You have to see this clearly. The question, if I am limitless consciousness, how come I don't know? If I am the consciousness, how come I don't know? So, next verse, Shankaracharya tells that. Atma tu sadatam praptah, Atma tu sadatam praptah, अप्राप्तवद अविद्यया अप्राप्तवद विद्यया तन्नाशे प्राप्तवद भाति स्वकंठाभरणं यथा आत्मा तो सततं प्राप्तः. Atma is always available. Prapta. Avidyaya apraptavad. Because of the ignorance, it looks like as though it is not gained. Tannashe praptavad bhavati. When the ignorance is being removed, you say, oh, I gain Atma. Did you gain Atma? How? Swakantha bharanam. Kantha bharanam means chain. Rudraksha mala. See all these sadhus, they wear this Rudraksha mala. Then you get used to this Rudraksha mala. So your body, your mind doesn't notice that there is a Rudraksha. So suppose in some busy morning, the person is getting ready and mechanically he put this Rudraksha mala also and walked out. Then suddenly remember, oh, I didn't put on this Rudraksha mala. So he goes back to his room. He's searching for Rudraksha mala. He's searching everywhere. He doesn't find it. Swakantha bharanam. He is already on. He doesn't remember that it's there. Same thing with us. We don't remember. See, that's why Arjun says, Smruti labdha, understand? Smriti labdha means what? I remembered, okay, I am that limitless conscious. We forget. He forgot that he has already put on Rudrakshamala. And when he was searching, he bent and that mala came out of his. And he saw, oh, I gained. Praptaha? No. Is it a gaining of mala? No. They said Vedanta is praptasya prapti. It's already gained. It already was with him. But he didn't remember. Tannashe praptavat bhavati. When this ignorance is being removed, as though it is prapta, gained. It is already gained. As the Rudraksha mala was already on the neck, but he didn't remember. Same way, by Vedanta Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, we gain the self. So that means we have to have a lot of vichar, Atma vicharitis. So Shankaracharya gives other examples also to make it clear in our mind. Next, 45. Sthano purushavad kruta brahmani jivata, जीवस्य तात्विके रूपे तस्मिन् दृष्टे निवर्तते स्थाणौ पुरुषवत भ्रांत्या कृता. Okay, if I am limitless consciousness, then how come I am jiva? The jivatva, the status of being jiva, the individual, how do I gain it? Why I take myself as jiva? Why I take myself as body? Sthano purushavata. Sthano, post of the lamp or the dried tree. The dried tree trunk is there. In the night time, it looks like some man is standing there. Why? The trunk is up, that looks like head, branches looks like his hands. It looks like a man. Why? Brantya, delusion. If there is a total light, you see that it's a dried tree. If there is a total darkness, you don't see it at all. Manda andhakare, sthanau stambhe, purushavata. It's totally unknown, no problem. Totally known, no problem. See, that's why in every language this sentence is there. Half knowledge is a dangerous knowledge. You know I am, but you don't know who are you. What is the true nature of the self? And therefore, not knowing the true nature of the self, you superimpose something else. Like not knowing dried tree, in the semi-light situation, looks like a man. Same way, because of this aviveka, Brahmani Akhanda Satchidananda Rupe Jivata, the individuality is superimposed on this Brahman, that is you. Still, Tatvike Rupe Jivasya. Tatvika Rupa means the reality of Jiva, individual also is Brahman. Tasmin Drashte Nivartate. Having known the reality of the self, this delusion also will get removed. We already discussed that. So many types of superimposition is there. There is only one superimposition. Here the superimposition start with kartutva, bhoktrutva, janma, marana, man, woman, young, old, white, black, tall, short. This is from the standpoint of the body. Then from the standpoint of the eyes, ears. Then from the standpoint of the mind. No, Swamiji, I'm very emotional person. Everybody is emotional, understand? Somebody knows how to handle the emotions. Somebody doesn't know how to handle the emotion. That's it. Everybody is emotional. Swamiji, my son is very highly intelligent person. Everybody is intelligent. Only we have to see how the person is using that intellect. Buddhi is given to everyone. Mind is given to everyone. Everybody is emotional. Somebody doesn't know how to handle emotions. And therefore always crying, always loose pajama, These emotional people will lose pajama. Doesn't know how to handle the emotions. Short-tempered, moody, this new age disease is called mood. Nowadays, all children. Come on, go. Your taste is there. Read. I don't have mood to study. What is this mood? It's a negative emotion. What is to be done is done. But person is not capable of handling the emotions, and that's why he's not able to do what is to be done. Knows how I need to study, can't study. Oh, Swamiji, he is very moody. That's an incapacity to handle the emotions. Everybody is given this. Body, mind, sense complex is everybody's. But what is the reality of the self? Jivasya tatvike rupe. Your reality, the true nature of yourself is what? Satchidananda Brahma. Tasmin drashte nivartate. Having seen the true nature of the self, all these superimpositions, all this misconcept, everything will get removed. Nivartate. So, what we have to see, what? Tasmin drishte. Keep eyes on the self. Keep eyes on the true nature of the self. Once you are focused on that, everything falls into its place. Whether it is a particular country or particular time or particular situation or particular upadhi, everything in its place. Why? Because it is a creation. We already saw. Ishvara Shrishti. Arjuna also had a problem. He was thinking, why should I fight with my own people? Then Bhagavan explained to him. Then he said, Bhagavan, I want to see your Virat Swarupa. Tadyadi Shakyam Maya Drashtum. 11th chapter. He said, Bhagavan, if it's possible for me to see your Virat Swarupa, I want to see that. Pashyame, Partha. Okay, see. He never expected certain things. So in the beginning, he had this Ashcharya. Overwhelmed by the seeing this Virat Swarupa. Then suddenly he saw the destruction part of this Virat Swarupa. And he got frightened. See, this is called half knowledge. Then Bhagavan said, Arjun, that is also me. The destructive part is also me. Creator also is me. Sustainer also is me. Destroyer also is me. Kalosmi Bharatarshava. I am the Kala, one who is destroying this entire universe. You think that you are going to destroy Bhishma Pitama, you are going to kill Karna. No. I am Pravruttaha, Kalosmi. Whether you kill Bhishma Pitama or not, whether you kill Karna or not, they are all going to be killed by me. Because I have already started doing the destructions. Then Arjuna understood. Then very nice 11 verses are there. Anybody who thinks that my life is, there is always problem is there, I am not at peace, feel that there should be something else, should chant these 11 verses every day. 36 verse to 47 verse. Arjuna Uvacha. The first word is what? Sthane Rishikesha. Sthane. Hey Rishikesha. Sthane means what? Everything in its place. Once you know the self, everything into its place. Whether it is a country or body or positions or the financial condition, everything in its place. Sthane. Proper. He's telling Bhagavan, now I understood who are you. Now I understand everything is proper. Fighting with my own people also is okay. Killing them also is okay. Sthane Rishikesh. He was in the war situation, that's why he is talking like that. We are in our own situation. Everybody is Arjuna, understand? And therefore, we need to see this. Once it is seen, tasmin drashte, and all this will get removed. Nivartate. No complaint, no dissatisfaction, no lacking. Somebody used to use this word, I lack something. The lacking is there. The grieving is there. Tasmin drashte, and by this telling Tasmin drashte, Shankaracharya is reminding us the mantra from Mundaka Upanishad. Understand? विद्यते हृदय ग्रंथि छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे. What is important is what? Knowing the self. Once the self is known, all kind of the notes in our heart, so many notes are there, so many complaints are there, so many dissatisfactions are there. All the notes are there. All notes will get removed, understand? Chidyante sarva samshaya, all kinds of the samshaya, doubts will be removed, understand? Not only that, kshiyante chasya karmani. The cause for us to be born again and again is our karma, actions. It is deposited. Kshiyante chasya karmani, all the actions will get destroyed once the self is known as Brahman. Then what is there is okay, prarabdha. Therefore, there is a sentence for the wise person. Prarabdhaya samarpitam swavapu. He has surrendered his upadhi to the prarabdha. According to prarabdha, whatever comes in front of you, accept that. For life of sannyasa, agate swagatam kuryat. Whoever comes to your life, you welcome them. But everybody has their mood. Go away from you also. Gacchantena nivartaye. Somebody is going away from your life. Okay, let them go. Somebody is coming, you welcome them. Somebody is going away. Okay. Because this is the Ishwara Srushti. Everything is by Ishwara. Prarabdha also is Ishwara. And therefore, whatever is happening in the life, we don't have any complaint, any dissatisfaction. That is how the mind of wise person is. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, Tasmin drishte, by having the darshanam of the self, all these limitations of jiva, individual, is from the standpoint of upadhi. Tatvike, understand? The reality has to be understood. Rest is in that place only. You don't have to change anything. Because it's already changing. Whether you change something or not, it's going to be changed. Kalo jagat bhakshakaha. Time is constantly working on your body, on your senses, on your mind, on your intellect. Time is constantly working on this world. It keeps changing. Time is like the flow of water, like a river. You are not going to touch the same water in the river because it keeps flowing. The time is flowing and it keeps changing everything. What is non-changing, what is anitya is you, the consciousness. And therefore Shankaracharya says, once you have understood the reality of the self, everything falls into its place. No need to change anything. It's there, it's okay. It's not there, also it's okay. We have to learn to say it's okay. Swami, nobody listened to me. It's okay. That is what Ved Vyas is telling in Mahabharata, understand. Urdhvabahu, Viromi. Putting my hands up, I'm shouting, Viromi, understand. Name kaschit shrunoti. Ved Vyas is telling nobody is listening to me. Why? People do exactly what they wanted. We are not here to change the world. We are not here to make the people wise. Tatvike, jivasya tatvike daste. What is goal of human life is to see the reality of the self. And once it is seen, tasmin drishte nivartate, once the reality of the self is known, everything is its own place. So now Shankaracharya gives very nice verse that even after seeing nivartate, he said nivartate means gets removed. So do you think the samsara will get removed? No. So next verse Shankaracharya gives very beautiful example. We'll see tomorrow. Om asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrutyorma amrutangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Swamini.
Hari Om Swamini.
Hari Om.
Hari Om
Hari Om
Swamini.
Swamini.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.